Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. We're not your financial advisor, and if you want a copy of any of our automated signal, you are on your own. We're not responsible for your trade. So please get educated before you start using real money. The market is doing very well. We had a little chop half an hour before, and now it seems like the market is going very well. And we start gathering information how this market working, and we can analyze this market and see what can be done in this market. And also be aware of the CL is running extremely well today, and Nasdaq is doing very well. And I just turned on the auto trades, so we will start analyzing what's going on. We needed just 5 minutes to look at the ES, see where we are. If we notice on the CL, folks, is right between those two lines. So there is a key here. Either the market is going to collapse down all the way to the 44.73, or there is enough momentum to break that resistance. And then we are going to make a decision based on that. So if we notice the ES is struggling on this double resistance, and that's why we need to hold a little bit. It's very important before you start auto trading in the morning. Just we need to see what's going on in the market and what we should do. So just it's a little bit, we need to see if that ES breaking those double resistance. However, it's not, that mean your profit is gonna shrink badly. So let's say if you have a couple $1,000 right now on the Nasdaq, and the ES fell to break this double resistance, most likely the Nasdaq trade will be closed around $1,000, and you smoke away 1,000 in the air. So it all depends on this market. If this market able to break this double resistance on the ES, and as you notice, from a little over 2,000 on the Nasdaq, and now our profit is shrinking. The reason I'm not doing anything, because I'm counting on that re-entry to hold. If this re-entry hold, then we're gonna get up again and we're gonna go retest. You see, this is what I was expecting. The market come in here, and this is as a re-entry. If we are able to break this double resistance, we are on a very nice profitable ride. If it's not, that's mean we are sinking right now, and the momentum in the market is changing. Has nothing to do with your auto trade performance, has to do with your market movement. So now, as what I expected, we closed one of the trade on the Nasdaq, and from a little over 2,000, and now we only closed one trade, and we still have one trade. Hopefully that we are able to go up again from that entry, and we'll see if this ES able to break this double resistance. This is the most important. This is the key right now, and from there we can make a decision where we want to go with this market. So well, the ES fired short, and let's see what will happen. Oh boy, it's sinking down. So we are closing probably the Nasdaq on $1,000 trade. I'm not happy with this ES on the short trade. So what we are going to do, because of this double support area, we're gonna run and cover a little bit, and in case I'm really concerned about this double support, the Nasdaq is finished as expected with $1,000 profit, stand $2,000 profit, and and I'm concerned about this double support area here, and that's why I ran right away and override the auto trade and cover a break even, because if this ES not able to break those double support, there is most likely we're gonna go back, try to break the double resistance. So the market right now on the ES, it is stuck between the 44.81 as a resistance and 44.68 as a support. So it's a very, very tight. And when the ES is very tight, that means you cannot auto trade anything at the moment. You gotta just keep your eye on it to make sure that we are breaking either below the 44.68, and then you go on full throttle with the short. If this market break the 44.82, that means we're gonna go on a full throttle with the long. Has nothing to do with your optimization and has nothing to do with your auto trade. And sadly, that's what people think. Whether you are auto trading or you're manual trading, it's not going to change the fact here. So if you are your auto trade has nothing to do with the ES at the moment. If the ES move, your auto trade will make money. If the ES is going to stay all day long between a support resistance, this means it's going to be a very boring day, and has nothing to do with your auto trade performance. And right now we still have one trade on the CL, and if you notice, it hit this line here, the target at 96.39. Maximize the target is not gonna go below, again on the CL traders, it's not gonna go below the 96.22. So we put the target to the max, 96.22. And then if we look at the resistance, it's 96.73. We can take this one here, and when the fib line come into this area, they readjust it for you automatically, the auto trade. So this is the maximize we're gonna get out of the CL trade. And I am gonna you can see, because there is a triple support area in there, so we can maximize on 96.22, and there is nothing left. There is nothing left on the CL to trade. And as you see right now, the CL, and this is a very good, decent money on the CL on a 15-second. I just turn on my auto trade right now, right before I come in to the webinar. So it's immediately fast, and we finish as soon as possible, so we don't have to sit all day long miserably behind a computer. And for the TI7, today I just cleaned my Ninja Trader, and I made a new one today, and so I don't have all the auto trades right now, but I just once in a while you have to do this. You need to put a fresh installation on your Ninja Trader. It is very good after a few months, and fresh it up again, and there is nothing wrong with it. It's very normal. So because the ES starts sinking, now we have a short trade on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq made 1,000 on the way down, and now we are probably, there is a good potential for this Nasdaq now to go short. The only thing, look at this, what is happening in the Nasdaq is about to go short, and what really is stopping this Nasdaq is your ES at the support line at 44.68. And this is a really what's going on at the moment. When people are not aware what's going on, and when your auto traders start taking short in here, in this area, plus 10 ticks, minus 10 ticks, it doesn't matter. But in this area on this ES, when you are auto trading, whether you are auto trading the Nasdaq or the ES, you are getting a trade in the wrong places. And what happened in here every time the auto trade is taking a short trade in this area, the market is going up again and stops you out. And you cannot prevent it by sitting miserably on the weekend optimizing. Optimization is not going to predict today on Thursday at 10 morning Eastern Time, 7th of April. Optimization is not going to predict for you the CL going to get stuck on 44.68. It's not going to do that. So those messages, they've been given by people. They're not supposed to be in this business, and they're not even traders. They have misled those traders by thinking everything is going to be fine with optimization, which is very, very far from the truth. And it is no way you can close your eye in the market where the money needs to be made, and you close your eye and you think you're gonna get away with it and start making money. So right now, as we see, because the ES start going short, then you have a short on the NASDAQ, and now it is really start going down. Look, the farther is gonna go right now at 44.68. If we notice here, the market does not surprise us at all. What happened on the NASDAQ is sitting on a standby, and there is a short, and it's going to go very fast short if the ES break those two support area. If this ES is not breaking the support area, we are here, the market is going to go back, climb again, and it's going to hit the wall on a double resistance. There is nothing, folks, you can prevent that. There is nothing here. Thousands of people that will be losing money right here, right now, worldwide, not locally in Arizona or in New York or in California. This is the area where worldwide amateur trading start losing money. That's why amateur trading, they don't have success, because they want to skip the process. And most of them, they wind up not getting any success because they want a wash machine called Autotrader or a coffee machine, and they want to trade the market as a coffee machine or a wash machine. They want to turn on the button. They don't want to think. They don't want to learn, and they think they can make money. And guess what? None of them do. None of them do. None of them do. They keep buying and be frustrated, and the rate success is 0 to none, guaranteed. That we can guarantee. The success, skipping the learning the process, we guarantee you will never be a profitable trader or consistent trader, not in your lifetime, not in your children's lifetime either. Where is the money to be made? You have to be educated, and you have to understand what's going on in the market. The market is not an ATM slot machine. You know, you put a quarter and then all the dollars is going to rain on your head. It's not going to happen. So as we notice here, and it is very clear, this market came into the double support area here, as we said. And now because we clarify what's going on in the market, there is no trader with his right brain is going to activate his auto trade in here. There is no trader, any trader right now on that channel, and he will activate it. The ES is a dead meat here. It's not going to able to make dollar in there. Even if he got away with one trade, the other 3 trades, they're going to be losing trades. So after we explain what's going on, any guy with a little brain, he will stop auto trading until we are either breaking the upside or breaking the downside. And the market is not surprising us, it's telling us what's going on. So there is no surprises in here. Let me show you. When the market came in here, it was very weak. Look at this. It's all in color. It's not a black and white. If you notice here, when the ES came into the 44.79, he hit the 44.79 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. And then he tried to get up. He couldn't. Then we had a sell order. This is another system. It's telling you there is a sell order. And then the market collapsed from this double resistance. And then what happened It came in 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 6 times, 7 times, and now it's going to the 8th time. And this means this market is stuck between a support and a resistance. Any guy cannot see that before he start auto trading. He is already in trouble. He's already asking to lose his account. I don't care what auto trade, whether because we have one guy telling us, why your auto trade? I have to look at support resistance with your auto trades. The others, they don't have it. And so he thought in order for him to auto trade, he needs to look at the fibs only on our system. That indicates how naive that trader is. So doesn't matter if you are using our auto trade or somebody else auto trade. Maybe he don't have enough brain to tell you the reality, and he just want to get rid of you as soon as possible so he don't have to waste time with you. But the reality is different. You cannot just optimize and you're gonna live happily after. So right now, as we see here, is a very clear. And what happened in here? The ES, it gives the oxygen for the YM and the NASDAQ. So for when a guy is saying, I only trade NASDAQ, if you are trading NASDAQ, you're not looking at the ES. You are a dead meat in the market. You're finished before your time. Because the NASDAQ can go around, play around, plus few bars here and there. But if you notice, when the ES come to critical area, NASDAQ sitting on a standby. It's like an aircraft trying to get permission to land, and the tower telling him go for one more round before your turns comes. And what happening here on the NASDAQ is you're just circling, waiting for clearance to land. And this is the same thing. The NASDAQ is waiting for a clearance from the ES. We either want to go short or long. So if we notice here, the ES is having impact on the NASDAQ trade. And the NASDAQ, we're supposed to go short once we go down to below those level. And the NASDAQ is going circling in the sky, waiting on the okay to land. And this NASDAQ is sitting on a standby, waiting on Mr. 007 here called ES. They're all connected, folks. They're all connected. And as a matter of time, if the CL is... another thing is how we can determine if this market, the momentum, the pressure in the market, if it's going to be probably going long or short. If we look here on the left corner, this is from 1 minute to 30 minutes. And this one from 1 minute to 30 minutes. You know, I noticed yesterday, I was helping a new customer, and the area here, he have a much bigger than mine, because the resolution on his monitor is much less than mine. I use a very high resolution, so that's why they look small. So I need to modify this and make them bigger so you can see. So now if we notice where is the pressure in the market, the pressure is to the short. And now look at this. Now that it got red, very red from 1 to 30 minutes. And now it is about time this market most likely is going to penetrate this really thick wall the ES has not been able to penetrate. So if we notice here, the momentum start gathering to break that wall. And this is folks, this is where you are 10 steps ahead from any amateur trader, whether he's in China or in Europe or in Fiji Island or in USA. This is where your advantage to predict the market before it happened, because you are a future trader. You are trying to predict the market. You are future trader. You are not an ATR indicator based on the past bars. Those junk indicators, they were okay in the 80s, early 90s when we first started. They don't exist in 2022. So for you as a future trader, you don't need to be sitting blindfolded based on the previous bar as much as we need to predict the future. So if we notice now, we predicted few seconds ahead of time is able to break, and now there we go, we are on the money again. So now the Nasdaq is gonna start going short the minute this bar starts closing. If we look at the momentum from 1 to 30 minutes, it start getting red and the pressure start going down, and there we go, we have a short trade on the Nasdaq. And then we will see your short trade on the Nasdaq also depends on this ES to go farther to the next level. If this ES goes to the 44.59, which is final destination for the Nasdaq, is somewhere around 44.59. This is a potential for $1,000 trade, whether you are a manual trading or you are an automated trading. This is $1,000 trade on the Nasdaq, if you are a Nasdaq trader. And now if we look here and we monitor the pressure, it is a very thick wall. It's been trying to break that area from 10.04, and now is trying very hard, gathering the strength, the momentum to penetrate those double support area. And once this one here unfold, this wall start breaking down, this is where the next step is 44.58, and this is where you close your trade and then you are done for today. When you know what's going on, you should not be sitting miserably from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock looking at dummy P&L. You should not. You should be, when you are fresh in the morning having your coffee, you are able to get your daily profit from 8 to 10 or from 10 to 11, and you walk away. This is the good trader, not the good trader sitting miserably from 9:30 to 4 o'clock evening. That guy, after 2 hours, he will be just as good as a guy sitting in a bodega somewhere having a beer, because now his brain starts smoke coming out of his brain and he's no longer functioning. So sitting behind the computer all day, this is not healthy. You come in the morning focused while you still have your energy. If you notice when I do in the morning the live YouTube, I have a voice and I'm concentrating. When I'm doing the video in the evening, sometimes I look at the video and it looked like a guy has been sitting in a bodega all day long, and I start even make mistakes when I'm talking. So because you get tired at the end of the day, talking to a million people a day. So if we notice here, this is not your auto trade performance. Is what happened here when, after we have explained what happened with the ES, is still getting momentum here, and we still trying to go farther down, and we will see if this market will try to go back in and try to break this 44.66. After we have explained that, believe me or not, most of my traders, when I say something like this, they use the handbrake on the auto trade with the ES or Nasdaq. Anyone has tried to cross me when I'm trying to predict the market, he fell, he lost. I'm not saying I'm good. No, what I'm saying is when I'm analyzing the market, I can predict it 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And when I can predict it, day in and a day out, they say, oh, Sam's saying here we have a problem. Then he pulled we have a lot of traders that will not activate the auto trade until I come out on the YouTube. Some of them, they say, Sam, I don't want to waste my time anymore on the weekend. I will wait on you on the YouTube, and you tell me if this market tradable, I'll jump in. If the market not tradable, I'm not going to auto trade. I'm not going to trade today. Simple as that. So if you notice here, the ES is going back, right back in. He wanted to break that wall. And thank you, sir. And here is not tradable here. It's big pile of mud. You're going to put your hand in there. You're going to get your hands muddy. You cannot trade in here. So what we are waiting to get the okay, once this ES break that area, you cannot even catch the NASDAQ on a trade anymore, short. So again, we are monitoring what is going to happen here, because this is the key factor for the whole market. Whether we like the ES or not. Gentlemen, this is the 500 company presented by the ES. Whether we like it or not, the market care less how we feel. It care less what we do. We're nothing. We just numbers at the broker. So your feeling is irrelevant here. So again, the ES is trying so hard to break that one here. Once he break it and close the bar below, we have a short trade on the NASDAQ, and you cannot catch the NASDAQ. There we go. And look at the momentum. The momentum start gathering strings, and they want to take it down. They want to break that wall. This is a plain English. You know, anyone can understand what I'm talking about. And there we go. Look. So when you see this, gentlemen, whether the auto trade is from me or somebody else, because some naive trader, they thought my auto trades only work on my support or resistance or whatever, and it is very far from the truth. This is applied to any single trader, from China to Europe to USA, all the way to Fiji and Singapore. This double support apply on every trader. This double resistance apply on every trader, whether in China or in Europe or in USA. It doesn't matter. If you are auto trading, manual trading, voodoo trading, banana trading, all of it doesn't matter. You still have the same problem. So you can ignore it, and it will come out of your account. It's not going to come out of my account. You can ignore it and put your money away to somebody else is smarter than you. That's your problem. But what I'm doing to you here, I'm telling you, be careful here. Push your brakes on any kind of trading and wait till we have break that wall. Simple as that. So when you're trying to optimize in the morning, if the optimization say, well, you need to start at 10 o'clock, this is a bunch of hogwash, because you don't know what is going to happen on Monday at 10 o'clock. If your auto trade, well, some of you say, well, it gives is the most profitable in between this time and this time. Really? How it is profitable from 9 o'clock? Why is not 9:30? How come it's profitable from 9:30? Why is not profitable at 10 o'clock? It all depends on the market movement. It's irrelevant whether you start your auto trade from 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, or 10:30, or on a Friday in the afternoon at 1:30. Look what happened in here in this market. For 10 o'clock until now, the market did not surprise us. The market was very fair with us. Only amateur trading are losing money. Only the ones they don't want to listen. But the market was clear and fair with us, telling us, you cannot break that number. And now look, Now it's like a boat trying to make a U-turn with a boat, takes a big circle, and now look. Now before it was red, 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 and they couldn't break that number, and now we are sitting on idle, waiting to get the okay to land. Simple as that. You're going around. We are going around with the ES, and nothing you can do to make money out of that area. Nothing. In this area here, folks, you don't need an auto trade. In this area, you don't need an indicator. In this area, what you need, a quarter out of your pocket, flip it, and hoping it will go to your direction. That's it. Welcome to trading. If your blood cannot handle it, close your Ninja Trader, send back your license to Ninja Trader, and call it off. If you cannot handle that, you're in the wrong business. So let's look again, trying to see if this market able to break. On the Nasdaq, if we are able to break the 144.9950, we are in a potential to go all the way to 144.3846, and that will be $1,000 trade on the Nasdaq. It all depends on the ES. I can deliver $1,000 on the Nasdaq if the ES break those double support. If the ES does not break those supports, I cannot deliver not even $1 on the Nasdaq for that trade. So let's see, they're trying one more time, see if they are able to break this 44.6625 exactly. We need the bars to start closing below those numbers. We need the bars to start closing below that number. Look. Tell me how fair this market is. You see? So can you imagine this naive trader keep taking short, and it's not getting anywhere. He just losing money. Even if he's scalping on 10 ticks. How many 10 ticks this guy using an ATR auto trade? How much this guy is losing money just for the last half an hour? He's probably wearing diapers by now. You know, and there we go. For the Nasdaq, we need to break the 144.9950, and we need to see the ES below that number, sir. Simple as that. For the CL, you can go short. Below that, we have a short trade right there for the CL trader. It's a 97.12. But then you have 96.73 is a support area. You can take the short trade from here if you want to. It's up to you. You can do it, or you can start taking a short trade from 96.63. Right now it's 10.33. You will be done. Final nail in the coffin for the CL trade is 96.21, and it is done. There is nothing left for the rest of the day on the CL till 12 o'clock. There is nothing left. So here's your short. If we are able to cross the 96.72, there is a potential to go to the 96.21, and this is the final trade for the CL from now to 12 o'clock so far. For the ES, on a standby, nothing. Nasdaq, standby, nothing. No long, no short trade in there. Nothing. It's on neutral. It's a free flight. It's going left and right by itself. It's like you're going down the hill with no brake and no steering wheel. I have no clue where this ES is going right now. So when you don't know where this ES is going, you should not trade it. Now when they fell for half an hour, now they want to try to climb to the 44.78. That's it. You're not going to miss a trend. Now they're going to, you see, because they tried previously to do that, and now they're trying to go and climb to the 44.78. That's it. There's nothing. So we're just sitting and watching. When there is no trade, there is no trade. You cannot take hair out of a bull-headed man. When there is no trend, there is no trend. So now, because the ES was not able to break those double support area as we talked about, the short trade on the Nasdaq is off. It's no longer valid. No longer valid. It's finished. So we'll try to see if this ES is gonna go up again or not. I doubt it. We'll see. It's much better if the clever trader, when he sees days like this, the clever trader who don't dive into big pile of mud, a clever trader, he will waive trading for today and he will live another day to grab his takes than to come here and poke his fingers into a big pile of mud. And most likely your high risk right now on the ES and Nasdaq, your risk is 9. Your reward is 1 or 2 in here. Where in some areas on the chart, your risk is 2 and you're potentially gonna make this trade is 8. In this right now, this big mess on the ES and Nasdaq, your risk is 80%. 80% you will not make it. 80%, 80%, most likely you will have a losing trade. So this is not a pretty picture. This is not a pretty picture, folks. Trust me. After we have explained what happened on the ES, most of our members send a message. They use a handbrake on the auto trade and manual trade, and now they are sitting on the side. There is nothing to trade. What we will do, we'll wait until this market breaks some kind of level so we can start working again. And as long as this ES sitting in here, we're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna sit on standby. The ES is trying again. Let's see. The same number. Finally. There we go. On the Nasdaq, there we go. Now everything start making money. This is the dead end for the ES. It's finished. It's finished. ES is finished. As we said this morning, 44.56 is finished, folks. There's no more. This is it. It's finished, the ES. We're gonna close it. There we go. Finished. This is it. There is nothing left. The monk is around for half an hour on the support. They brought it to this area here, and there is nothing left. It's finished. No more trades. With all the respect to your optimization, all this banana genius guys out on the internet is finished. There is no more trade. At the moment, it's 10:42 Eastern time. There is no longer any trade on the ES is valid. That includes the Nasdaq is finished. Now for the Russell, and of course it's going with the trade. So with the ES, also this one here is done. And on the CL, the one we called short trade is right there. And we told you about the short. And I'm gonna, as we said, the CL final destination, that area here, 96. Go back to the video, that's what we told you. And Russell, ES is finished. And there is nothing left. It's done. Whoever played the rules right, he's done for today. And the guy that got their own brain, their own mind, they will be sitting, getting suntan from their monitors. And we are done for today. It's finished. We're going to stay just a few seconds to prove to you the ES is finished. And there we go. Look where the ES stopped. Go back to the video from the beginning, and this is what we have planned, and that's what we say. We are expecting the ES to come in. We have predicted 1 hour ahead of time, and we said by today, most likely we're gonna get to this area, and it is done, and we did. What they did, they monked us around for half an hour, and then now this market is going here, and there is nothing anymore to trade on the ES, and it is finished. You know, shine your auto trade as much as you want. You're done. So also on the CL, this is where we have estimated the CL. We call the short on the CL. We have estimated to be around 96 level, and there is nothing left. Let me show you why how the numbers come out from. We estimate the CL to come into the 96 level right there. If you go back to the video, we told you exactly the same number half an hour ago, and this is what happened, and welcome to trade it. Russell, not too many people trade Russell, neither do I, and there is nothing left, folks. And there we go. We hit our target as expected on the ES from 10 o'clock. Now then the CL is done. Russell is just an extra chart. And there we go. Right in line with where we expected. And there is nothing left. And then what we are going to do, we're going to go ahead and get it a closer, because I'm not gonna sit down miserably for 1 extra bar. Thank you very much. It's done. ES is done. Nasdaq was done earlier today with 1,000. ES was done. CL is done. And we have one little lousy. And look what happened to this baby. Look. We predicted an hour ago. There we go. Look at this. It's finished. Look at and now, for the guys has missed out on the ES, now they're gonna be more miserable here. Because look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is no way No way the ES is able to break those areas. It's finished. And now it's going to go back and forth. And guess what? Here where is the amateur trader is going to lose his pants off. And he's looking at the auto trade and PNL. He is on a different planet. And he don't know what's going on in the market. Folks, we are done. We finished. Whoever did it, and who didn't do it, he's not going to do it. Thank you very much, and we will see you tomorrow on the same channel, Friday. And please be careful, and we wish you a safe trade for the rest of the day. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.